What's up?
¿Qué pasa?
It's from the barracks, and we're going to be talking about a lot of great stuff tonight. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite airsoft weaponry and everything else like that. We're going to talk about some upcoming events and, of course, all other airsoft-related nonsense. I am Joker from Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virchew from Crucible. And down below, it's Buck.
Not for long.
He did it again!
In the works, my guys. They're in the works.
What'd I do again?
Where am I from again?
From Sinistar Customs.
That just registered for me as well. You fucked it. You said Sin from Crucible, bud.
No, I didn't. I said Sinistar Customs. I
No,
said
you
Sinistar
said
Customs. I don't know what
Crucible.
you're talking about. You
Something
guys are
called it.
absolutely losing your minds. I totally did the proper intro. You all are just trying to gaslight me. You shouldn't do that. It's a very wrong thing to do.
Aw.
Shame on you both.
Is baby gonna cry?
I'm not going to cry. I have all the power. You know what I mean? Like, speak, boo-boo, speak. Yeah, you can't. That's right. I have all the power, sir. Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday. Like I said, we're going to talk about some of our favorite. We're going to talk about some of our favorite guns. We're definitely going to talk about some other things. One thing I want to go on though is a straight up rant against the Broward County school system. I have something really harsh to rant about here because this one has me extremely pissed off. So, for those of you that have come in, and those of you know, my son has muscular dystrophy. He's confined to a wheelchair. He's been in a wheelchair now for 4.5-ish, 5 years. For a significant period of time. He's been in a wheelchair at his school now for 3 years, right? So, what's up, Rich? What's up, Josiah? On TikTok, we have Marty on Marty Guy saying the power. What's up, Mike? How you doing? So with him being confined to his wheelchair, they know that no matter what, he needs certain things. Like he needs a Hoyer lift into school so he can go to the bathroom. He needs special combinations to make sure that he can go to and from his classes and get inside his classrooms okay. And they certainly know that he needs a freaking bus to go to school. So my wife, ever since May, when the two schools were supposed to have had this meeting about Damien's needs and all that, they call it an IPE, to go over all of his special needs. All this stuff was addressed. All this stuff was discussed, but we hadn't gotten anything update on the bus. So we've been contacting for months now, weeks, about the damn bus. What's up, Buck? You were like making hand motions. Oh.
It's an IEP.
IPE. Look,
I was finding at you because
EIP, whatever. Look, this acronym has changed 4 times in the past week. Okay.
Let the man rant, Buck. We'll give him crap after he's done.
Right.
Yeah. Let me freaking rant. Thank you. So, anyways, on Monday of last week, we're like, hey, where's the bus? We put in the paperwork. Cool. Tuesday, no bus information. Wednesday, no bus information. Thursday, no bus information. Friday, we go to the school for the meet and greet. And his ESE teacher, and I know that's the goddamn name, Buck, is like, was supposed to be there so we can meet with her. So we make sure everything was set up and correct, right? She wasn't there. Instead, we got there at 7 o'clock like we were supposed to. And it took 30 minutes for them to actually start the damn presentation. And what they start with, 16 minutes explaining why we should allow a millage rate to give them more money. So, yeah, I swear to God, the start of this thing was about the millage rate that's being voted on so they can get more money for the Broward County school system, which, okay, fine, I understand that, but you wasted 16 minutes on this. On top of that, we got to hear an officer be Mr. Billy Badass talking about how he won't be like Evalde and he'll run in and all this other shit. And I'm like, whatever, man. I don't care about all this shit. What I care about is what's the setup for my school? What's the setup for my son's school? And they pushed us all inside of a freaking inside the gym to talk about this. So there's several hundred parents and kids there, and we're like, can we just get on with this and get it out the way? The ESE teacher wasn't even there, right? So we still have no answer about a bus. Monday, we start the phone calls because school started today, Tuesday. No bus. I'm actually streaming live yesterday at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon on TikTok when the wife calls and says, Damien doesn't have a bus. That started my phone calls. And first phone call was the transportation saying, why the hell does my son not have his bus? And they're like, oh, well, he's within 2 miles as the crow flies, which is the same bullshit we had with Angela, because for the kids to walk to school, if they're outside the 2 miles as the flow cries, they have to get bused. Actual walking distance is 2.2 miles. As the crow flies, it's 1 mile. It's 2 miles because of the straight line from the school. But one of the main streets they have to walk down to, which is, while it's not a major street, it is a major thoroughfare. A lot of people use it as a good shortcut to bypass a couple of roads, so it's not safe, and there's no sidewalks. Then they have to cut 6 lanes of traffic, across the street, 6 lanes of traffic on Sterling Road to then go into the school. So it's not a safe thing for a kid to walk, let alone a kid in a wheelchair. So when I said, well, my son needs a bus, and they said, your son can walk to school. My son can do what? My son can do what? And then she starts going on. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, but you said your son had a power wheelchair, so your son can ride his wheelchair to school. Oh, yeah.
Can I just, one thing you could have done is just look at him bold face and go,
I was on the phone.
You can walk? I didn't realize you were a sorcerer.
Oh, no. So I this is when my expletives really started to fly, and I'm trying not to get this thing demonetized. But I talked to her. I was like, are you effing kidding me? If my son can walk, we would not be having a conversation. You dumb
piece of
emotional damage.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of emotional damage that happened with that. I was extremely pissed off. I was extremely mad. And I said a whole bunch of words.
Every right to be, though.
And she's like, oh, he can ride his wheelchair to school. His power chair to school. I was like, the road that leads to the main road has no goddamn sidewalk. He has to ride in the road, and people cruise down at that road at 45 miles an hour with no sidewalk, with no easement for him to go over. No, that's not happening. So
someone finna catch these hands.
So then they said, you have to call the school has to resolve it. So I talked to school, and I started speaking with the ESE specialist, and I ripped her a new one because this should have already been done. And she made the number one rule that you never do with somebody. If you know somebody has a family member, especially a child at home, that has a disability, that's confined to a wheelchair, unless you know firsthand what it's like to care for a family member with a disability, you never say, I understand your frustration. Because you'll never understand my goddamn frustration. Ever. Unless you have to lift a 154-pound kid out of a chair, sopping in bodily fluids, and putting them inside of a shower while they're crying because they could not hold it, you have no idea what the hell a parent is going through that's suffering with this. So you never said. As soon as she said that, it must have clicked. Oh my God, I screwed up. And she's like, and I went off. I was like, you understand? Oh, I went off. I started cursing up a storm. So then at the same time, his health insurance decided to stop the automatic payments that we were making. Like, we had automatic payments set up for his healthcare, so we don't have to pay any additional funds except for our deductible for his gene therapy medication. They decided to stop that. So in between yelling at the school because my son has no bus and yelling at the damn health insurance because my son has no insurance and his medication has to go out this week, I'm dealing with both of these things. The principal then decided to give me a call. And the principal was pissed off because I cursed out the ESE teacher. And I said, I don't give a damn. Right now is not the time to talk to me. I'm the on the phone with his insurance. You guys screwed up. My son does not have my son does not have a bus, which means my son can't go to school because I have to go out of town, and the only vehicle that can transport the action tractor is my truck. Well, it's also as if the rainy season decided to catch up, so now it's pouring outside. So my son can't even take his chair to school because it'll just get poured on and he can get damaged again. So absolutely freaking not. It's not going to happen. I'm not doing this. You all are, and then I said, you know what? I am not talking to you right now. I have to deal with the insurance, and I hung up on the principal. Or a kid with a need proper transportation and the proper rules to enforce them to get them to school. Exactly, absolutely right, Marty guy. So then, this is where it gets. So I finally resolved the issue with the insurance company because they're the ones that took it off. After I signed the settlement documents, I keep freezing.
Where are you getting that from?
On TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up at Jalen Martin?
Hey, Stu.
So,
and that's not let him finish. I have my own rant, and my G36 hate will go out the window once I start. Go ahead, Joker.
So then after I finally get everything resolved, the principal decides to call me back. And because the principal is not used to parents talking to him in the way that I'm talking to him, which is kiss my ass, essentially. The principal is used to a little bit more respect from because of how long he's been there, and he's a jacked up, guy and everything else. And I don't give a damn. I don't care who you are. The only thing I know is that you're calling me on a day that's probably not advised because of my son doesn't have transportation for tomorrow, which means my son could possibly miss the first week of school. I can't lift my son because my shoulder's still jacked. I can't lift him. I have a torn rotator cuff. I can't lift my kid. So my wife has to do it, which means my wife has to go to work late and come home early until the bus situation is resolved. No, this is not acceptable. You guys had his IEP. You all knew this was coming. There's no reason why my son should not have had a bus. He then tries to blame the elementary school. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Because I call the elementary school, they're blaming you guys. So you know what? You all are a fucking bunch of assholes. Be ready for the lawsuit because F you guys for this. It's messed up that you're making a 12-year-old kid suffer from going to school. And on top of that, he doesn't even have his action track chair back home because my wife had to go pick up the kid. It was pouring ass rain. So his action track chair is still at the school.
That's...
So your G36 has nothing to do with this, Virchew.
No. I was talking to Stu. No. That's a completely different rant. That's understandable. That's actually a rational rant compared to mine.
Michael Gonzalez, thanks for the follow. Whoop, whoop. All right, guys. So I know why a lot of you all are here. So this here is the item that we're going to be raffling off today. It is the Fiacci 1x22 by 33 millimeter reflex sight. If you guys don't know, Feyachi it makes really good equipment that's perfect for airsoft. Like this reflex sight is perfect for airsoft. I actually have it on one of my rifles right there. It's pretty badass. It's pretty awesome. A fan actually sent this to me.
Wait, people like you? What?
So, yeah, screw you, Sin. Anyways, the reflex sight here was actually sent to me. The reason why I know this is because the box actually had my name on it and not Vile Genius Games. So I know I didn't order it. So I opened up and was like, what the hell, a reflex sight? So I went through and checked to make sure I didn't order it, and I didn't order it. So this was sent to me by a fan off the wish list. So because I already have plenty of these, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to raffle this off tonight. So everybody that joins us on YouTube will automatically get a free entry in. But of course, we're not just doing this for, the free stuff. We're trying to do this to raise money for Battle Bus Adventures. I have an SR16 that needs a new red dot. All right. Nice company needs more buff. Exactly. So Michael Gonzalez, thanks for the follow. All right. So if you're on TikTok and you want to get a chance to win this, you got to jump over to the YouTube. So it's youtube.com/playerswanted. For those of you guys who are here, if you like the content that we've been giving so far and you want to see more stuff like this, you want to get more free giveaways, all the fun stuff there, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Give us a like, give us a share. And if you're really feeling generous, go ahead and hit one of our subscription options so that way we can help keep the lights on, because the more that we raise, the more stuff we have for you guys. All right. So if you want to earn more tickets to get this reflex sight, what do you say? $5 a ticket, guys, or $2 a ticket?
I'd say 5 based off
5 seems fair.
5, yeah.
$5 a ticket. You can PayPal either Mark at VileGenius.com, Venmo at Mark-Sierens, or Cash App $VileGenius. And we'll get all this stuff moving forward for the reflex sight. We'll raffle it off in the second hour of this so we can start talking about it. So again, if you want a chance at a really cool site, if you're on TikTok, go to youtube.com/playerswanted. And when we get to the 2-hour mark, I'll make sure everybody puts in there. Yeah. Marty, I really like the Fiacci stuff because it really does. It's functional. They built it for real steel, so it works perfect for airsoft, and it's cheap. So if it gets damaged, it goes over. All right. So with that being said, the first 20 minutes were a little bit spicy.
Do what you got to do, man.
Well, I mean,
It's completely founded. Every word you said was completely reasonable.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with any word out of your mouth.
By the way, yesterday I was not reasonable.
I know. I saw your Facebook post.
No, you have no idea. The kid, the dogs, hid. Like when I have that voice going on and the dogs are hiding, yeah, it was pretty bad. And Damien's like, he goes, I go walking by, he goes, "Why so serious?"
Dude, I love that kid. Seriously, man.
He's got.
He was brought up in my meeting today.
He's got such a positive outlook for somebody that doesn't have a good prognosis, right? I mean, his disease is hopefully it's cured. There's a cure for it that they can be developed and everything else, the gene therapies and everything else that are coming out. Hopefully that's something that can actually happen. But for somebody, if you think about it, it's confined to a wheelchair that can barely lift a pound. Imagine trying to lift just 1 pound and you're struggling as if you're lifting like 100 pounds. That's what he goes through. And to just have that. Oh, I know what I did. I punched a punching bag while I was on the phone. I just turned around and punched it hard, and where the punching bag is, it's right up against the wall that has a picture frame behind it, and the picture frame fell from the living room. Temper.
Yeah, that kid's awesome.
I was so pissed off; it wasn't funny.
We saved Damien.
Yeah, he's such a great kid. I mean, we really got to get his stuff built up around his chair. My ex had that issue nightly. Good job, Stu. All right. So
B+.
I'm going to be saying this quite a bit because we're trying to get the TikTok community to come over to the YouTube side so they can see all your lovely faces. And I say that facetiously. Yeah, I know, right?
Not that pretty.
You're really not.
Thank you.
I'm the pretty one.
Which is tragic.
I look like you, just 20 years
All
younger.
right, I've gotten 6 messages since we started. I will talk about the SSP5 later, okay?
Oh.
All right. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about, which is something really awesome, really cool. And actually, first, I want to jump into Geigerlands. All right. Geigerlands is essentially, 9 days away?
Yep.
God, man.
Still bummed.
All right. Geigerlands is 9 days, 18 hours, 40 minutes, and 45 seconds away. All right. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, now's the time to get your tickets.
Do it. Get in the Capa.
We're actually going to be raffling off a SEMA AK. there for players wanted to raise funds for the channel and all that, which was generously donated by one of my teammates, Chris. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely come out there to get that going. So we'll do that raffle. I am also adding in a $100 gift card to Amped to the Geigerlands raffle. And we'll have some other stuff that's there. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this show going. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about today. And I just realized the green really does not show up on camera round, but our favorite Pew Pews. All right. Hey, what's up, Garcia? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Garcia, we got a raffle to do tonight. Let's turn the scrolling off and put the donate.
So before we get into the positive, do you mind if I start with some negative?
What? What are you going to get negative into?
Oh, Sin's salty this evening. That's all.
I know Sin's number one gun is the G36C, and he can't say otherwise. See, he's not saying anything, so it's actually 100% true what I'm saying. The G36C is his top favorite gun, and now that it's pink, it's even better. He'll never play with anything else ever again. He loves it so much that he's retiring all of his underguns just for the G36C.
Sin,
Right, Sin? Just say no. Say no. Just say no. Just say no. You can just say no.
Just get the American Sign Language alphabet pulled up on your other screen.
Universal. Awesome. Thanks. Of course, Smurf's going to start this off. So Smurf is the first one to donate. Thank you, Smurf. I guess I should probably find that. Oh, screw you, bitch. I've turned it back on. You're not muted.
There it is. It literally said you're muted right in front of my face. Anyway, no. G36C. No. So, yeah, anyway, the SSP5 launched, and it's been being delivered for the last 2 days. Guess how many requests for repairs I have gotten in 2 days?
Wow. Really?
347.
Close. 128.
Wow. 128 repair requests already.
Me, by myself. Because if you don't know what a certain individual is really famous for doing, this time they took it up a notch. The OEM for the SSP5 is actually Vorsk, Borsk, which, if you don't know a lot about the pistol market, is like the European version of APS. They come up with really great ideas and implement them poorly. Over 90% of the repair requests is because of the proprietary hop-up chambers, TDC, piercing through every hop-up nub they put on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
If you want to know what it is, just research Vorsk, Borsk 5.1 split slide, and the gun will look remarkably the same minus a twisted barrel. For about for about $160 compared to the $300 for the SSP5. So I've officially set up a thing that auto replies that I am not working on these guns. Send it back.
Yeah, and so, oh god, that's the messed up thing about Navrich. Navrich constantly does this stuff where he takes a gun, takes out, tries to modify the parts and everything else like that, and jacks up the price because his name's on it, and make a ton of money. And that's just like
my biggest gripe is this could have been his saving grace. This gun could have been amazing if he would have just went with a higher quality OEM.
Yes, he could have, but again, it's how do you make the most return on your investment? The way you do the most return is to go as cheap as you can, and hopefully that things don't go through, and then say, oh yeah, by the way, the return, you didn't use our proprietary BBs, no returns.
Yeah, and like I got one in and I sent it right back because I took it apart and looked at it. The paperwork says that it's TM compatible. It's about 30% actually TM compatible. Like it's bad. He's talking.
Yeah.
But going through their website and looking at it, nowhere in there does it say it's TM compatible. Though the book that comes with it is, because the original gun they modified was.
Hey, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
So if you bought one, don't send it to me. If you haven't bought one and you're thinking about buying one, just send me that money and I'll build you a better gun.
I mean, I'm not planning on buying another pistol. My next one is going to be a customs from Sin. Never going to buy another pistol again. Just going to custom it.
This is the sort of stuff that is, to me, hilarious when it comes down to Knobridge, right? Because I've been saying it. I've been against him since I got the SSG 10. Now the SSG 24 was a nice rifle. It was a nice sniper rifle that he made, or had manufactured, whatever the hell you want to do it. That's because it was priced appropriately, right?
He didn't.
They did not try to bottom basement it. They did not try to go, race to the bottom to try to, cut as much stuff off and then add stuff in. No, the SSG 24 was designed and built to be a really good upgraded sniper rifle. That was great. So when the SSG 10 came out and it was going to be lower price, everybody's like, ooh, look, cool. Then you start going through all the options. I bought one just to open it up for the channel and be like, all right, let's see how this is. Start opening up, and then I start realizing that I got screwed. Because when we took it out there and started doing it with four BBs, it wasn't getting anywhere near the distance that it was advertising. They took all the good hardware off of the VSR 10 to charge you more for it, like that upgraded charging handle that you have to pay $80 for. It comes freaking standard. It comes standard. So you're going to pay $80 for that? You buy his suppressor kit with his foam inserts, and they don't send you the grub screw.
Yep, I got it right here.
Or the adapter. Yeah, they don't send you the adapter to put it on the damn gun.
It's $20 separate.
Yeah. No, it's not $20 separate. It's $35
right,
because of the shipping.
When I picked that up, it was $20.
No, because they charge $15 shipping because they only use FedEx Ground.
Right.
So, for example, if you needed a grub screw to put all this stuff back together, a grub screw is $15.50.
Or do what I did and go to Lowe's and it's 10 cents.
I'm tired of the same designs. How many snipers and pistols the same statue that you can make better? So many. There's so many stuff that can be made better. His stuff is not great. It's intermediate at its best. He literally takes a gun out of the box and they downgrade it so he could sell you the upgrades.
Okay, yeah. Marty, I literally make income off of taking the same basic gun and doing thousands of different things with it.
Exactly. So it's incredibly frustrating for me to see people get scammed by this guy.
Dude, I feel bad about it because I do not ever like telling a customer no, I can't do something or no, I won't do something. But there's a few guns on the market where, yeah, I could do it, but it's going to cost you more than buying a new gun.
Yeah.
And I always feel like shit doing that. It's like, I could fix these guns, or you could literally, for the cost of the replacement parts from him, buy a new gun.
And I would buy a new gun. I would get better parts. I would do everything except unit. And that's the problem that comes down with a lot of these guys that do this sort of thing. Sort of like Bloomies with his custom jobs, and people see, oh, look at all this really fast shooting stuff and everything else. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it shoots fast and all that. I just realized that it's not. But what he does is he he doesn't. It's a high stress build. It'll break down, and the parts that he's putting in there don't work well because people want all high speed and high torque and everything else, and the thing apart.
Well, you got to remember, like, people don't realize this. Things like your bucking and your hop-up nub are actually disposable parts. They will wear out. They're supposed to. And when you go with a high-stress, high-speed build, you're just speeding that up for very little actual performance from building a decent, sturdy build. That's not saying I haven't built high-speed builds. Hell, I got one here that shoots over 60 RPS. I did it to see if I could do it. However, it literally eats through rubber parts like nobody's business.
Yeah. And that's the big problem, right? It's like some of these people, man.
So anyway, that was my rant since I kept getting messages and requests for this. So anybody that actually has my direct contact for repairs, if you've gotten that message, auto filtering that send it back, you now know why. I am not touching those things.
Not a chance in hell. It's going to cost too much time, energy, and frustration. I just need to build with a hair trigger due to a missing finger. What?
You don't even actually need a hair trigger build, dude. You just need a good the trigger tension adjusted. Like everybody I know that's ever done a hair trigger build, and I'm honestly, now that I think about it, probably every last one of them has accidentally shot themselves with it. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about.
Just because I sneezed and it went off does not mean it's a hair trigger, okay? I understand what he's doing. I'm talking about his preparation on the same product design. Nothing new. He did take a chance with the P90. Where's the hype now? So tired of the same-ish.
Because everybody realized that it was a rebranded Krytac P90, and they just bought the Krytac P90 for less.
Yep. What was it like? It was like $60, $70 left, right?
Yeah, $60, $70 less. And he did some weird wonky stuff with the outer barrel locking system.
Look, it's different because of this. Oh. That crap I hate. I really do. It's one of the most frustrating things that I can see.
No, Marty, you're absolutely right. I have some Bloomies drop-in kits that I like to use because I know what I'm working with those. I can tell. But, like, I've had the custom-built gun, and there's little things you can do to extend the life of that gun that just weren't done.
Yeah. Bloomies made a big name for himself about, almost 3 years ago when he came out with that one skeletalized gun that was shooting close to 60 RPS, the DSG build.
That set him on the map. But honestly, his name for Tex was made, like 2 to 3 years before that because he was doing custom art hop, S hop, U hop, drop-in patches that were all ready to go. And for Tex, that's literally 30 minutes of a build that I don't have.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying for the consumer side.
Yeah, for the consumer, it was a skeletonized gun, which everybody I know that owned one has literally ran it to pieces.
Yeah, because it's a skeletalized, high-stress build that's on a skeletalized frame. What could possibly go wrong? Look, guys, I'm not a tech at all. Like, people ask me basic questions, and I go, ask Sin. I don't tech, and even I know that that having a skeletalized gun is bad. High stress builds and everything else. The like Papa has one of his builds at his shop that he had to fix for Faded because the guns didn't work, and they spent $1,800 on the damn gun. I was like, you're at OCAW, you're on Umbrella OCAW level money, and it breaks down in 3 months. At least with the OCAWs, which I have one, those things run forever. Unless you take it out in a rainstorm. I mean, you clean it up a little bit, you go, you do the right thing, and your gun's going to be pristine. It's going to be doing really great, really good. But damn, there's some stupidity.
I agree with you 100%, Marty. I've dealt with their customer service. They are normally fantastic and on the ball. So here's the thing. They released, I want to say it was a DSG build a while back. It wasn't skeletalized frame. But to create tension on the hop-up, they used dental floss. Which
Bloomies use Bloomies or Umbrella?
No, those Bloomies. They use technically not dental floss. It's the same material as dental floss. It's a Teflon thread basically to create tension, which is a known thing to happen, but you do not use it on a high stress build. Use Teflon tape if you want to create that air seal. And these, again, it's little things that I know were done so they can mass produce and get things done in a hurry. But they're like
add a hold.
But like using certain types of screws on a body, if you build a DSG, you want to actually have flat-headed countersunk screws. You take out the regular screws from the frame, you put those in so they don't rattle out when you're shooting. This wasn't done. But when you call and you talk to him about it, he goes, okay, send it back. They fixed it, no problem, and did everything for free. That's great customer service. But he would not be out of expenses for doing that if he'd have done it right in the first place.
Exactly. I agree. But, all right. So,
anyway, top 5. Let's get on to some positives.
Let's get on to some positive here. The EMG M4 Duramax was one that sucked the gearbox stripped out after 5 games. Damn.
Dude, that gun was literally the worst. There's a reason they were in like every box of awesome for like months. Like I was hanging out at Evike Outpost High Grounds. They could not sell those guns for it's the EMG F1 demo range. They could not sell those things for fuck all. Because one, it was an AEG with a skeletal frame. So you can't play in the rain, you can't play in cold weather, and you really shouldn't play in hot weather with moisture. When are you going to use this thing?
Yeah, when are you going to play with it? So
it looked cool.
All right, so let's start jumping into some of the guns here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will have a raffle tonight. Everybody that's in here commenting on our things, let me add Tyler to the list since he's now here. We'll get added to the wheel for free, and then of course you can buy more tickets, and those help us with Battle Bus Adventures. We're going to be raffling off a Feyachi sight. Jackson, that's exactly what we're going to start talking about right now. Is what's your favorite gun? So if you want to actually see the other guys that I'm talking to, jump over to youtube.com/playerswanted, where we're streaming live there with the other people. All right, and Fortnite Kai, thanks for the follow. All right, my number 5 is something that has been lost and sort of refound again. So this is it's upside down. The G&G GTP9 rose gold from G&G. Now, for those of you that are been here for a while with the channel and all that, you all will know that I had all of my pistols stolen at Syndicate 2 the Monday before the game started as we're setting up. Okay, go right ahead. So one of the guns that was stolen from me was the GTP9. Now, this is an airsoft, see, orange tip. So please don't report the video. This was one of the ones that was stolen from me, and it's a limited edition. Let me lower this back down again. I'm trying to find the sweet spot so you guys don't see my games and stuff down there. So it's the rose gold GTP9. I love this, the feel of this, because it fits right inside. It really is an awesome little pistol. What I love about it is the mag that they have for it is also rose gold. It's there we go. It's a beautiful, beautiful gun, and it shoots great for a GTP9 for a pistol. For a stock pistol, it runs really good. Now, the things I don't like about it is the fact of finding the GTP9 mags is somewhat difficult. Finding these mags are expensive as hell. I think they're like $50-$60 a pop, and I really don't want to have to go through and invest in a bunch of these again. They're just
you don't want to, but you do.
No, I won't. I only want the one that's like that goes perfectly with the gun. You'll be surprised, and you guys, it's really not doing it justice because of the lights on. Hold on, let me turn it down a second. There we go. I mean, just look at that. It's beautifully pink and white. It's gorgeous.
The pimp gun.
And so many people hate getting shot by this thing. It's like it's a demasculation gun. It's like I shot. Do I have the video? I think I have the video. Hold on a second. Oh man, I must have deleted it.
Wait,
I played it on Thursday.
It's more emasculating than the Wild Berry Pink Walter PPQ?
Yes, because this one is pink and white, and the mags are even pink. It's even got rose gold, right? So,
brings out your eyes.
What was that?
In chat, somebody said it brings out your eyes.
I love it. It really is an awesome gun. It's extremely accurate, and people just run away from it. Especially, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. Storing gas in your gun? Very irresponsible.
Well, technically, you're supposed to store a little bit, not a full freaking mag.
Almost a full.
Why do you think I'm emptying some of it out? Oh, it's empty now.
Uh-huh.
I was so waiting for one of his kids to come through the door when he did that and just get nailed.
Ow!
Hold on a second. Oh, Angela! Hey, Ange! Wait, hold on. I gotta do it this way because TikTok does not like that. Hey. I need a drink here.
This is a threat. Take the glass.
I would never shoot you. You don't have iPro on, kid. It really does. I love this, and people are so scared of it. God, the video's processing. I thought I gave it enough time, but I really did love this gun. So when I was traveling on vacation, I stopped off at Jackal Tactical, and I was bitching and complaining that all my guns were stolen, and that there's another limited edition G&G I want, which is the Aqua one, the G&G 1911. That I want to get from them. So I'm probably going to stop off at S&S on my way up to Crescent to get it. But as I was sitting there talking with him about it, I was like, yeah, my pink one was stolen. He goes, I got a pink GTP9. I was like, oh, please tell me it's the original because there's only 1,000 of these made. I want the original. And he brings out it's the original. I go, sold. And my wife's like, really? Really? Really?
I wouldn't have been like, really? You just had a bunch of your shit stolen. Of course you weren't going to try to replace all of it.
Well, some of those pistols I really did. I mean, well, I love. We'll talk about those pistols in a second. But here's what happened on Wednesday when I used the pistol for the first time. Sorry.
That's like a bitch. That's GNT?
Yep. That was close.
Jesus. You can't find yourself in some sticky situations there, bud.
It's a beautiful gun, man.
I don't think you guys really saw the first part of it.
Close and comfortable.
It was the very first one I shot. I hit the wall, the blue wall between the two guys. I didn't even aim. I just took a quick shot. And the guy's like, hit. I didn't come anywhere near him. And I'm the only one shooting at him. And he's like, I'm out.
I don't want it.
I'm out. I'm done. Please don't shoot me again. I love it. I love the GTP9.
So that's your 5?
That's my number 5.
All right.
As
Good
you
number
start
5.
talking about your number 5, I'm going to get some guns from the other wall.
All right. So speaking of number 5, this gun is my number 5, and it's what happens when that GTP9 has a baby with an SMG. And that's the sound of one of my gun cases falling. That is the SMC9, which takes the lower from the GTP9 that Joker just had and snaps it. Oh, wait.
You can do it. Come on.
The problem is it's actually freaking sturdy. That's the lower from the GTP9. This is the SMC9 upper, which locks into place and turns it into an SMG. It is sick. It takes the same mags that the GTP9 takes. But it's literally just a snap-in kit, and it's opposed to like your standard like SMG modification kits that some other guns use. And that's Joker just grabbed something. But it gives you that tactile feel of actually running an SMG using your pistol mags, keeps it down on the weight. And again, I got to play with it once since I got it, and it's shooting freaking laser beams in a compact form factor. And probably my favorite feature of all of running it like this is when I collapse the stock, I still have my pistol. And I can go clear corners.
So that was mine.
Yep.
I sold it to him. Now, I will give a warning to everybody buying an SMC9. Be careful how you're racking when you're loading the gun, because you can break the little nub that advances the next BB and causes problems. That gun was actually having to sit down and sat on their wall for quite a bit of time until we can get that one piece replaced. It was a hot item at Miami Airsoft. I used it, I think, twice and was like, you know what? I prefer. I realize I'm not a big fan of the gas blowback mechanic of some of these airsoft guns, like for a rifle.
Never let Joker rack it. So the other awesome thing about it, it's fully ambi. And being a left-handed shooter, this is rare. Like, people would think it's like easy to just put a left-handed switch on a gun. I would think it is, but most companies don't.
You think it'd just be simple just to put ambi switches on everything?
You would think, but it's one of those things. It's like, it's really not. So a lot of my gun collection is either modified for left-handed shooters, or I had to do a bunch of finagling to try to get one from a manufacturer.
Stupidity.
Never let Joker rack a gun. That is the truth. Hey, it's Ian. What's up?
That's a damn lie, man. That, you know what, Evike? I'm telling you right now, Evike sabotaged me. That's what it was.
Oh, fuck.
So like, I have one at one. I own one, and much like a lot of us who've been playing for a while, I had all my stuff stolen. And I wanted one, and you couldn't find them anywhere in stock. And Joker randomly is like, "Hey, I've got an SMC9," and I was like, "How much?" And he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Whatever it is, take my money."
All right, this is actually a question that's coming in from TikTok, which is actually a great one, which I want to address before we switch over to Buck's like number 5 best airsoft gun that he has. He goes, "My aim is bad. How do I get good aim?" Don't laugh. What the hell's the matter with you, Buck?
No, it's just humorous when I hear people like, "Oh, I have bad aim. How do I get better?" Just the wording you chose. I was like,
practice.
Honestly,
it's practice. I have a unique way of playing. The reason why I'm really accurate with my shots and I get a lot of hits, especially in and since see me do it, I go through really small gaps and hit players, and they're like, "What the hell?" I watch where my BB goes and adjust from there. So I'm not actually looking through a sight. I'm watching where my BB flight path goes and see how it goes from there, and then I adjust accordingly.
Yeah,
So
my dirty trick when I have an untuned, unfamiliar gun is my finger. So you're going to be my guinea pig. So if I know this is shooting to the right, my finger is always to the right. So I know when I actually pull the trigger, that's where my BB's going every time. And I do that, and I taught myself to do that because testing guns for people and teching on guns for people, and everybody and their mother invented some weird way back in the day of making their hop up do something else. I got into that habit. And I picked that up from being in the Army with real steel and using unfamiliar firearms because if it's not yours, don't trust it.
hey, Rick, how you doing, brother?
My dirty trick for those kinds of things, if your aim is not good, this is airsoft, guys. Learn to close the gap. It's not going to kill you. It's just going to sting a little bit if you get a little too close.
And there's always option 3, be an LMG gunner.
Or option 4, grab a knife.
Yeah. Yeah, use a knife. Who does that?
Frying pan.
Or
a baguette. Baguette man wins. I don't care.
Baguette man wins. I love this comment from Paul. Joker hit me in the head within the tower at Zion with 2 to 3 shots while I was in this when I was hold on because I have my phone up there. While I was across the city at Wayne's World. That is very true. It was a really great shot because I got him and I got Alex's fiance or girlfriend right through that little gap, and I was shooting through a gap like that straight up. So, yeah. Okay. What's the FPS for a DMR at Milsom West? I have no idea. I have no intention of going to a Milsom West event because I cannot camp out or anything else. Luffy, we're actually talking about that now, what we feel are some of the best airsoft guns or our favorites. Again, join us at youtube.com/playerswanted. Rick says I'm bringing a knife and an axe. Hey, Rick, jump over to YouTube, man, so we can see your comments better.
Also, Captain Tubbs on YouTube, shotgun. That is the best answer.
My shotguns are up there.
I'm planning on picking up one of those ones we were talking about, I think 2 weeks ago. The
Jag Arms SPX or the
one.
Yeah, make sure you're getting a Gen 3.
I know. I'm
okay
on it. Promise.
She was your Battlebug.
550. Also, there's Google.
All right, I'm going to try finding my next graphic for my.
What I would like to see made as an airsoft gun.
Ooh, that's a good.
You know what I want? You know what I want made? I want it. I want it back. I want it made better. As the aliens, the Ambulance Colonial Marines gun.
The pulse rifle.
The pulse rifle. Yeah, that.
No,
yes.
We're going for that. We gotta go.
No.
Star Wars.
No. Not the pulse rifle.
Oh, the smart gun.
Yeah.
You want the smart gun?
That's what I want. I want the smart gun.
I mean, there's a lot of mods for M6.
Oh yeah,
I want to say
they've been making a lot. You just gotta look on Etsy, dude.
No, I want them to sell the full-on rig, the whole 9 yards, just the entire gimbal
with the photographer's gimbal, and Jesus Christ,
bit overkill, but all right.
I mean, it'll look cool, and Joker will run it for like 10 minutes before he puts it down.
Yeah.
No. If it's on there like that, I would literally walk that across the field. I'm not even gonna lie. I will walk that across the field. I would have a blast. So what was your number? What was your number 5 there, Buck?
Yeah.
Oh, we're finally on to mine. So my very first.
And my number 4 is
eat a bag of dicks. Whole bag of them. Anyway, so my original airsoft gun was an AK-74. I hate you so much sometimes. You got it out one more time?
God, I'm not doing that on purpose. I meant to delete the video, not play the damn thing.
Uh-huh. Tell me more lies. Maybe the one about how my parents love me?
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. All right, continue.
Anyway.
You were saying?
If you guys are looking to get a good AK platform, I know it's kind of a weird thing to do for most of us that are just used to either M4 platforms or a Speedsoft looking at you, son. You build high Capa platforms. That is literally the Speedsofters go to. I don't want to hear it. Out of love, strictly
I'm feeling attacked.
Anyway,
I build Milsim builds too.
I know you do. If you guys are looking for a good AK-74 platform, there is one currently awaiting stock. It is an Evike and SEMA combo or collaboration, whatever the fuck you call it. It's called the Kinzhal, Kinzhal class, custom AK-74, AK-74R. It has a folding collapsible stock like the Czech. That was where my first SEMA was. It was incredible. Lasted a good 5 years. Then I ran it into the dirt because I blew up the engine. Decided to take it out when it was 110, and I ran that fucker like it owed me money. With a nymph battery.
Jesus.
That thing exploded, and it was glorious.
God damn it! I'm trying. Keep talking. Keep talking about your thing, because I'm trying to get a video so I can show off my number 4.
So I'm gonna answer that one question then about guns. I wish they make an airsoft. For me personally, it's always been a toss-up, and that's either the railgun from Quake, or the actual assault rifle from Halo.
They made that for a hot minute,
and it sucked.
Yeah, but still, like people still have it in circulation. You can still find them and tech on them.
Yeah, but it's still a version 2 gearbox M4 frame with a fake mag in the back. It's not an actual. You still put the mag in the same place. It's not a bullpup.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, the one they sold, the bullpup mag, was just a holder for a mag.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, minimal effort. But I gotta say, the railgun from Quake has to be the number one. And you want to talk about like a heavy weapons platform of awesome? If you've never played Quake,
that'd definitely be pretty cool.
There are a few people making custom. Yeah, I know there are. I just want a company that I can call customer service and yell at to make one. Because people knock this, and it's a bit of a Karen move. But the one thing I hate about doing like Etsy shops or custom builds and buys from people is the customer service generally sucks. And the only way they can fix and or troubleshoot the problem is by making a new custom part that I then have to wait to come in the mail.
Okay. Almost there. All right. It's uploading now. All right. So, sorry for those of you that are watching on TikTok. I was really quiet. You guys aren't hearing anything because of the people that are there. But again, if you want to see what we're talking about and you want to get a chance to win this, go ahead and go to youtube.com/playerswanted and join our live stream there where you can see my other 3 hosts or my other 2 hosts as we talk about airsoft guns. So, my video is processing. So, we're going to move on to number 4. And there we go. Let's see.
Yeah, Mike knows what I'm talking about.
Poison. Jag Arms Shotguns, as long as you're getting Gen 3 or higher, definitely has good gas. They don't have the gas seal issues that the previous generations have, and they work really well. I love my Jag Arms Shotgun. I mean, we could probably do another. This is our all-time top 5 guns, and we might then start breaking down to what we like for maybe pistols or something else. But so, yeah, my all-time favorite is the PP-19. Not going to HPA a gas shotgun, not my thing. Okay.
You don't really need to HPA the gun; it's already gas.
Hi, Taylor.
I hate refilling.
All right. So, my number 4 is another pistol that was stolen from me. It's the Wolfsbane 1911. Now, I love the Wolfsbane 1911 because it's such a solid gun straight out of the box. It is, even though it's a single stack, it actually is able to carry 32 rounds, which is nice. A nice slim gun. The only downside to it is finding those mags are a pain in the ass. But it comes with a compensator kit on the front of it that you can take off. Its orange tip is actually a thread, so you can just go ahead and put a tracer unit on there, and that thing could shoot 200 feet accurately out in the open. I've hit ranges almost 250 feet with a gas blowback pistol. The only problem I think it has is I think the gas efficiency is a little bit low. You have to do the whole gas bleeding issue where you have to hold it open as you fill gas until you see the gas come out. And then you stop so that you get any air pockets out. That seems to make it that you can get a full rotation of mags. They have no tapped, or nobody else has made a drum mag adapter. If that thing had a drum mag adapter, it would be absolutely insane. And to give you an understanding of how good this gun is and why I love it so much, I had to go through and find some other videos of it. But here's me using it at Miami Airsoft, and it's usually the second when I'm doing say frying pan attack videos or anything else, or when I'm going up to do melee kills, the pan or my melee weapon is actually my primary, and the pistol's a secondary. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing? So here you go.
You got so lucky. You all right? You all right? Where they at? You're dead. Bonk.
Which way did it go, George? Which way did it go?
He's gonna come this way. Come this way. Bonk. That I really love the Wolfsbane 1911. It's quiet. It's like I said, it's actually not that priced. I think with the version I got came with a tack light. That mount there and me, 160. So it's got a compensator, it's got a light, and it comes with and it's comes with a mag, everything else. It's a really good gun, really solid piece. It's definitely my number 4. It's one of the guns I got to get again, but I'm just frustrated that I lost 4 mags with it, and that's the only thing that really sucked about it. So that's my number 4.
Solid number 4.
I gotta get her off the wall. My number 4, Ares Amoeba Striker ASO2.
Yes, Michael, he definitely hated me. Sorry.
Yeah, he did. So, as far as this isn't stock anymore, but even stock, this gun was a beast. I went HPA with it out of pure laziness. It takes AEG springs, so any standard rifle AEG springs for a sniper rifle. It actually comes with a steel bolt stock. Instead of hot metal, which was awesome. The sheer fact that it can be switched to ambidextrous, the fire selector switch, the hop up integrated, the hop up and barrel and all the internals are BSR 10 compatible. So you can find everything about this gun. You can find aftermarket parts for really easy. Whoever designed it literally looked at the market and went, "Hey, let's use all of this." It's ridiculously easy to work on because you can literally, it's 2 screws to tear down and slide out the bolt. This one's HPA'd with the Wolverine Bolt M because I like slam firing because I'm that level of douche. But literally out the box, you can rack it with 2 fingers. This has been, I'm sorry, I'm sitting there doing it. Nobody can actually see it. It was ridiculous. It was one of my favorite sniper platforms ever used. And the fact that the ASO2 or the quote-unquote Scout variant is such a small form factor that if you remove that suppressor, I can use it at CQB. I think they have now the ASO3 and the ASO-T, which is the tactical variant, which is the same platform as the ASO2 with a little bit of switches. The ASO3 is literally a flintlock pistol. I don't care what anybody says. If you have not, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of this thing.
Oh, Garcia, you're fired. I'm taking back my golden ticket.
What?
He's not coming.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
His
Yeah,
reason.
Michael, you're going to see me talking, Michael, because when I put the thing on mute, it's so I could talk to the people on TikTok to let them know to come over to YouTube to watch us so they can get entered into a raffle. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button as well. It really helps us out. All right. Oh, now I got to search for that other gun.
Ah, there it is. Let's see if I can just get this picture. No, I don't want the YouTube video. I just want the picture. Anyway, if you have time, look up the ASO3. It's the same gun, and it's literally like that long. It's a flintlock. It's hilarious, and it takes the same mags. But the big selling point for the Amoeba Striker is the fact that everything inside of it, there are aftermarket parts for AEG springs, the hop up, the nub, the barrel. They're all VSR 10 compatible. The trigger and the trigger sears are VSR 10 compatible. You can get an aftermarket stock if you want to go pistol style with it. And if you're ever at an event, there are tons of these that have been modified and tweaked to make personal by tons of people. But at its core, it is a well-performing spring sniper rifle.
I can actually heavily attest to this one as well. I had a friend of mine who showed up with us to Bad Blood. He was looking to get a sniper platform. That was the sniper platform I informed him to pick up, and he was decently pleased with it. How we doing, C8QY? I don't know what the fuck to call you.
Hey, how you doing?
Hope you're doing well.
Okay, I see it.
Dude, you know I'm just joking with you, man.
So yeah, that's my number 4, the ASO2 Ares Striker.
All right, Buck, you're up. What's yours, number 4?
Number 4 is going to be straight.
Wait, hold on. Before we go any further, sorry, not to interrupt you. That was,
You
that was classic.
motherfucker.
I just saw Smurf pipe up, right? Smurf's gonna hate us. She's doing the list right now, and she's like, "What the hell gun is this?" Go ahead.
Okay, this is strictly.
Oh, what you really know?
Fuck this! I'm out.
Did you just Kanye him like 6 times in a row?
Yes, I did.
What's up? Anyway, this is my just on physical appearance. It is an M4 platform made by the dirtbags at APS, the Phantom Extremis series. We hate the internals. It is dog shit. It looks fantastic. Very good.
I have one somewhere.
I have the here. I actually got my.
The selector switch says safe, kill pain.
Yep, safe hell and pain.
The internals are absolute dog shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they were manufactured by Walmart.
Crap. Now I gotta find the date to when I was at Italian. Damn it.
Apologies. Here we go. All right, there
I
we
had
go.
to turn his camera off because he's not wearing pants.
I'm actually not wearing pants. You're 100% correct. Anyway, so this is the Phantom Extremis Mark 6, I believe, of the line. We call this the cancer gun because we wrapped it with pink paracord, and it's just gorgeous. Internals are no longer stock. Changed out the stock. Very good gun, very good quality gun. For externals only. Strip the internals. They're terrible. They're so bad.
Like, out the box, it sounds like... Have you ever taken a lighter and, like, just wound the wheel? You know that sound that it makes? Yeah, that's what that gun sounds like out of the box.
It is a terrible gun stock. The externals are beautiful, though. That's why we love the Phantom Extremis. The only reason we love the Phantom Extremis.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Right.
it.
We're on to number 3.
Yeah. How we doing?
Number 3.
C8QY.
Now, this one I had to think all day on how I'm going to rank my top 3. And it was not easy. And because my top 3 are pretty much all in one way, shape, or another, tied for number one. It really depends on which way where I'm playing at, which way I like to play. It also depends on if I actually have the ability to use the gun, because it might be in a shop or not. But my all-time number 3 is the G&G PCC9. I love this thing. Remember, the guys, if you're on TikTok, this is an airsoft gun. See, it's a 9mm that has, I think it's a 12-inch long barrel or 10-inch barrel. It's got a little bit more range. It's got the nice stock, so it's not like the ARP9, which has a really bad battery compartment because it's like real small. This one has a full-sized. Hey, what the hell?
You broke it.
This is why we can't trust him to rack it.
Missing. When can you go live at an airsoft field? It's very rare I can go live at airsoft fields, man.
Most they don't have internet.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's like TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook don't like it, and they actually shut it down and hit you with warnings and all that.
Twitch is good about it, though.
The G&G PCC9 is a really good gun right out of the box. It's got a 9mm mag well, so it qualifies as an SMG. Even though it feels and shoots similar to like an M4 platform, you got a whole lot of range on this thing, a lot of speed, and I really loved the gun. I mean, when I went to go buy, like I was calling around, I was trying to find another gun for Ange. I called Stampede, and the guy there, his name was Mario when he worked there at the time. He goes, if you get this gun, I guarantee you're going to love it, or I'll pay for it, which is like, all right, win-win. I got the gun, brought it home. It came in, and I was like, I'm keeping this gun. Exactly, Poison. So Poison says, speaking of the ARP9, I'm swapping the rail barrel. I knew it. TikTok just got suspended.
Rip TikTok.
Give me one
We
second.
getting a chat for TikTok because they suck.
I just have to file an appeal, which I'm doing right now.
All right. In the meantime, we're on to Sin's number 3.
No. The hell you are. We're still going on this. I'm just going through and going through. I'm hosting. You can go. Holy crap! They ain't screwing around.
What?
12 days? Bastards.
That's a yikes, Big G.
Yeah. Well, that happens all the time. I'll probably get it restored. All right. So where's that hate guys coming from? All right. So the PCC9 is a fantastic platform and everything else. Let's just show you how well it goes.
That's why I love you, bro. That's why I really do, dog. That's awesome, bro. I'm on your way up here. Oh, man.
Oh, I didn't realize you bought it.
I knew it was coming, bro.
That is the PCC9 in action. All right, so that's my number 3. It's G&G PCC9.
All right.
You're up.
My number 3, much like most of the guns on my list, are based off of performance reliability. So my number 3 goes to the Elite Force H8r. I hate revolvers almost as much as I hate G36s because in airsoft, they tend to be overly complicated and impractical. what they did with this guy was take the standard old school cap gun system that all of us old farts are used to, and that's where you put your BBs. Little disc. Slaps in, locks down. It is probably the most gas efficient pistol on the market because your gas tube is literally that long from the tank to here. That's it. Out the box, they shoot like laser beams. They kick like a mule. The new generation of them actually has a TDC, so you can adjust your hop up through that hole right there. It is one of the few guns that has actually never failed me on the field when I needed it, whether it be as a primary or as a back holdout. It comes with a bunch of discs, so literally you're probably one of the fastest guns I have that I can reload the quickest. There's a modification to the actual locking mechanism, so you can modify it so this doesn't have to lock. You can literally just reload. And it's dual action, so you don't have to keep cocking it. You just pull the trigger and make sure your safety is off. Spam fire away. As you can tell, I've been collecting them in all the quote-unquote limited edition colors because they are fantastic platforms. And
that's the one pistol of mine that didn't get stolen.
Good quality at the very least.
I mean, it's good quality. Like I was at Ballahack. I lost in the swamp, found it, got it, shot somebody with it. I played with it in the desert. I played with it in snow. It is literally probably one of the most reliable pistols on the market. There's not a lot of moving parts to break, and all the moving parts on it are actually steel, so they're sturdy. I don't even know what Joker's playing with right now.
Mind your business.
So, yeah, if you want a good, reliable pistol as a backup or a holdout, you can't go wrong with the hater.
Definitely can't.
Yeah, I've got the white one, the black one. I got a white hater, a black hater, red hater, the blue hater, and I have the limited custom Deadpool hater that Evike had.
So,
It's funny.
So, my black haters outnumber my white haters.
I mean, you do live in Florida.
We're progressive here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, Buck.
Oh, okay. So the number 3 for me, I cannot currently show. Sadly, I have it off for teching. It is my usual go-to rifle until this past year. It is the Krytac Trident PDW Mark 3, 2 or 3. Anyway, the Krytac Trident PDW, very, very good, reliable platform. Very good for M4s. Very good out of the box. Very much one of those guns you don't really need to tech on. The only thing I would really recommend switching out is the motor, which that's why it's out. So if you guys get a chance and you want to play around with a smaller side but more real feeling M4 platform, that has been my go-to for the past 3 years. It's lived through 3 Bad Bloods, over a few dozen open plays, and a few other little events here and there. So if you're looking for it, give it a go.
All right, Joker, you're number 2.
My number 2. Again, this was like a toss-up, and it's also situational. So my number 2 is the Indeostructible from Dead End Outfitters. All right. It's funny because earlier in this thing, I was bitching and complaining about Bloomies, and Bloomies is skeletalized gun. This is a skeletalized. This is made by Dead End Outfitters. It's blue for the reason, so it can be flashy, so we can really show it off when we go out there. Now, I don't think you guys can really see, or maybe you can see, just how big this gun is. I mean, it's longer than my arm. So this is the gun I use for outside long range and everything else. It's 100% customizable. It only comes upgraded and everything else. To buck to a whippet.
Don't have any.
So this is this was the original prototype that I was given to go ahead and test this out to the max to break it as much as possible, so they knew what to put inside the gun. Again, it's a Dead End Outfitters Indeostructible. The range on this thing is like 320 feet for an AEG. It's fantastic. The only downside, what's up, Brett? The only downside is the battery compartment, which is right here inside the buffer tube. It's kind of small, so you're dealing with single sticks. And to replace them, you have to literally take it out, and there's a screw that goes on top that you have to screw down. I've removed the screw up top because it stays pretty much locked into position. So I'm good with doing it like that. So it really is fantastic to see this thing in action. Let's go to the tape, shall we?
Go ahead.
Just murdered those boys. Those poor children. They never had a chance. Look at him massacred my boy.
This is the Indeostructible, yes. Now, what is really not, which is really misleading, is you hear the gun shooting on the video, but if you're on this side of the gun, it's quiet as hell. I can't tell you how many times I was shooting, people are looking around like, where the hell did that come from? Because you just don't hear it. It shoots at 380 FPS with 0.2 BBs. And it really just, the BBs just go and go. It really is great. The Merc Decrepit dudes. It just so happens that I just got it back from Dead End Outfitter so I could do some more tweaks and everything else so I could break it again. And that's my job. So if you're a gun builder and designer or whatever, and you have a new line of stuff that you want to get done or whatever, send it to me. Me and my guys will break it. You want to send me one of yours to run? Sure. I have no problem with that. Like I said, that's one of the things that, so what I do with me and my boys, if you're looking to do upgrades or anything else and you really want to get some good feedback, some good stress tests, I have at Miami Airsoft alone 8 guys that we play almost every single Wednesday, and we don't go light. We put the guns to the test. We do a whole lot of running, a lot of fast speed. I mean, hell, if you want to see what Tinker does, I'll try to find that. The video I put up of Tinker that makes girls happy. That boy can spam the hell out of the trigger.
I challenge you to break it. You don't know what you're asking for, man. I watched this man break a gun by looking at it.
This is also the same man that in front of a whole crowd of almost 1,000 people racks a gun because they're demanding it and rips the charging handle out. Dude,
I did this. I literally went like this and it just kept going. I went like that lightly and the thing just went. So it wasn't my fault that it was a bad spring. That was the fault of that manufacturer, Evike. Poison, look, if you guys are really looking to do it, because I'll put up there me running the gun, and we can actually give you 8 different sets of people or 8 different people's feedback with 5 or 6 different play styles. I have speedy boys. I have slow guys. I got guys that sit in the back that don't want to run and shoot. They're the guys that cover us while we do the crazy ass shit. We run, jump. I've fallen on the freaking guns before. That's one. Yes, I have. like the PCC9, even though it's a polymer gun, when I fell on that magwell, I was concerned that I broke the gun. I got up and started shooting, and when I fell on it, I mean, I fell on the mag into my gut hard enough to leave a deep tissue bruise, a deep muscle bruise, and the gun still fired. I fell on my Lancer Tactical with solid metal and snapped the bitch in half. Just saying. According to a few doctors, I'm slow. But if you guys are willing to do, if you guys are looking to do it, for the raffle that we're doing, you can reach out to me at the same email address, mark@volgenius.com or mark@screechdragon.com, either or. I will gladly put your guns through the ringer and see if they can survive. So far, and I'll give them credit for it, the only one that has survived, and even still, well, it didn't, but I'll talk about that as my number one next. I have a meme gun planned as a tech goal, so I'll send you that one too when I start and finish it. Absolutely, we love meme guns. Dude, it sucks that we have that Geigerlands is the same exact weekend. I wish that Will would have gave me the dates a lot earlier, because we would have had Geigerlands this weekend so we can go to Colony Wars next weekend. You know, that's the way I would have planned it out. I really wish Will would have worked it out, because I know a lot of you guys wanted to come back to the prison to play at Geigerlands.
All right.
Okay.
Hindsight for next year.
All right, number 2. That was your number 2.
That was my number 2. What's your number 2?
So I had to think long and hard about this. But my number 2 is actually going to go towards... it's like I prepared for this or something. My TK.45 Ronin. If you've got a Vector, or if you've ever wanted a Vector, and you just can't find one, or don't want to pay the ridiculous price for a gun that says Vector, the TK.45 Ronin with the recoil system is literally the only recoil gun I like. And I mean that. Electric recoil usually sucks because of how it's built onto the gearbox, and it ends up breaking it down. What they did with this gorgeous piece of machinery is your entire recoil system is inside the buffer tube. There is nothing to screw up your gearbox when you pull the trigger. It's a weighted counterweight system, so there's a forward weight and there's a rear weight. When you pull the trigger, the regular momentum of your gearbox slaps that forward weight, which recoils into the rear weight, which rocks the gun. It takes pistol caliber mags, so you get your Vector feel. You can even 3D print a front end kit if you really want to look like a Vector. However, the upside to this over the Vector is the barrel to hop up length ratio. The hop up on this thing starts back here. It's full barrel length. Problem with the Vector is the hop up is forward, and it pulls the BB back into the chamber. So you actually get way better range out of this thing. And it is disturbingly accurate, even with the recoil. It is probably the most satisfying recoil, and that's including gas blowbacks I fired, that I've ever shot. They're reasonably priced. The mags are reasonably priced. The fact that it takes an M4 style rotary hop up, which means this one I actually upgraded to a max. Again, I like performance and I like quality. And when this first hit the market, I was like, it's another gimmick gun. And then I got to play with one and immediately bought it. Because, again, performance-wise, out the box, brilliant. They took a standard V2 gearbox, which everybody who can tech on almost anything. If you don't know how to work on a V2 gearbox, stop working on airsoft guns. Again, it's one of those things. I have done nothing to this other than upgrade that hop up because I'm pretentious.
Buck, you are white lit like a mother, man.
Yeah, I have Evike up right here, so it looks like I'm just a ghost.
It looks like that you're like, yeah. It looks like you're a white man at like a Minnesota man at the beach. You're just radiating light.
Yeah, no, it's just Evike.
So anyway, the TK.45 by KWA, literally out of the box, great performance. It shot laser beams. I didn't even have to adjust the hop up And I do mean out the box. Like I was at High Grounds, Evike. I said, that gun is awesome. They grabbed one out of the back. I opened the box, played with it, and was just impressed. Because one of the things I hate doing is somebody's like, oh, test my gun, test our gun. It's great. How much have you done to it before you handed it to me? Is this the experience your customers are going to get? Or has this been tailored for content? So they literally just grabbed me one out of the back, and I took it out to play with it, and I irritated the crap out of everybody because you get a good mid-range, like close in to DMR ranges of just tagging people. Buck looks like an albino at the beach during sunset. So that's my number 2.
All right, before Buck goes into his, I want to show this.
Every fucking time.
Give an example to some guys about how fast people can go.
Stop. Hey, bro. What the fuck?
You did not hit me.
He shot you. It's fine. And he shot you before. Go here, there.
Sorry.
The ladies love the tinker.
Ladies love the tinker. Yeah, so you could actually, for going back to the thing about if you give us a gun to test out, we will stress test the hell out of it, and we'll give you an honest review of it. If it's garbage or it's shit or anything else, we won't put a negative review up. We'll never put up a negative review of something that somebody sends us to test. We might say, hey, by the way, you have problems. And how you respond to that is a different story, right? But we typically, when we do our reviews, unless it's like something that we purchased outright to do a review on, that's the only time you're going to see negative reviews from us. We purchased it outright. But if somebody gives us a gun, we give straight up stress test feedback. So we can put an entire form together to say, all right, here's how it's shot. Here's the rate of fire. Here's what mags work, what didn't work. So we go through, we do a lot of testing on it. We put it through a lot of hands to help you guys as gun designers or techs and everything else really get an understanding of how it's working in a real world environment, especially a high speed environment like Miami Airsoft. All right. You're number 2, Buck.
All right, so I'm going to give the chat the option because I'm tied personally between my favorite rifle and my favorite pistol. So I'll give you guys the option. Do you guys want me to talk about my rifle first or my pistol? These are my go-to everyday carries for when I'm on the field. What are we thinking, boys?
You're only allowed to pick one.
Yeah, dude, I had to narrow my list down. Narrow your list.
I know, right? I had to narrow mine down too. What the hell, jackass?
All right, so we're going for pistol first. That's the first person that responded. So this is my number 2, but also my number 1. Narrowed, whatever. Anyway, so this is my USPC Heckler and Koch. Only pistol I've actually bought attachments for and bought extra excessive amounts of mags for no fucking reason at all. I've got 3 sitting on my desk right now. But yeah, no, this is favorite gun. Not a lot of parts you can find on there online. Internals you can't really fuck around with as much. You kind of have to go for the custom route. Send. But if you're looking for a really good, small, compact pistol, I have rather large hands, if you guys cannot tell, and my hand is about as big as this entire gun. So if you like smaller guns and you're not looking to compensate for your smaller unit, this is a good pistol for you.
I don't have that problem.
You sure? You got a lot of guns there sitting on your wall that are pretty long.
I'm about to say, you want to play that game? I literally have the 2 smallest manufactured guns that you can buy right now. The Bulldog and the WeTech Brontosaurus or Velociraptor, which is somewhere over there.
I have a real steel shotgun named for the Bulldog by the company. But yeah, this is a USPC, if you guys are looking for it. This is the 2-tone variant by Heckler and Koch. one big suggestion that I have for you guys is if you can find it, get the chain heavy weighted spring for it and make sure you lube the absolute hell out of it. You're about to have a good night with yourself kind of lubing it.
Ah, crap, I did it again. Glad we're having this thing. All right. Let's see here. All right, so my number one, and like I said, it's like a top. Like remember, all my number ones are like really number one times three, because it's really hard to go through, but it's
Poison gets it.
Huh?
Look at what Poison said in the chat.
Southern Butler. What's up with the haircut, bro? Are you Dominican from Miami? Dude, bro, this is my normal haircut. Fuck off. Is the Umbrella Armory OCAW. It's my most expensive rifle. It's lightweight, compact. It's the trigger response is absolutely fantastic. Although I think they increased the travel a little bit. I need to. Hey, Sin, if I'm seeing this right, is this little grub screw on here that I just have to adjust to make that pulse tighter?
I can't see what you're...
Little itty bitty grub screw right there. See it?
For your trigger pull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta tighten that up a little bit.
All right.
Just saying. So this is my number one, the Umbrella Armory OCAW. Now, I always tell everybody when I'm going through and doing it that this is an overpriced gun. However, the caveat there is, except for the fact that the MOSFET got wet and fried because I was playing out in torrential rain. Other than that, this gun has been through hell and back with very little issues. Shit, I'll try to see how many rounds I have in it because I have my gate system right here. Because I'm interested now to see just how many rounds I have in this thing. It's got range. It's nice and quiet. It shoots well. Now, somebody said that Umbrella Armory had good customer service. I'll disagree because I definitely had an issue with my... Oh, I need to turn on gate system first. I had an issue with, like I said, the MOSFET going bad because it got wet. They tried to blame the batteries. I'm not even going to freaking lie to you. I was like, I know what it is. I know what caused it. It wasn't no freaking battery that caused the issue. Why you lying? So I have an issue with the company for that. And oh crap, why the hell is that not working? It's connected.
Did you update it?
Well, while I do that, this is going to be a combination thing. So I'm going to show how the Umbrella Armory performs and fires and all that. But I'm also going to be like, F these cheaters. So there's a couple of ones here. So here we go.
Hold on. How many fucking... Really? I know. I know. I guess they're immortal if they don't move. Come on, man. What the fuck?
This
Man,
is why you
it's-
don't shoot with your
it's-
gun turned sideways.
What?
He's shooting with his gun turned sideways.
Oh, no wonder why he's shooting for the moon. I mean, what I really love about that was those guys got so pissed off at me, right? Severely pissed off. I didn't play the rest of the video, but they shot me as I'm walking back to respawn, and then he flips me the bird. And now I know why he was shooting to the moon. Guys suck ass. But that's the power of the OCAW. I mean, that thing shoots laser beams. I don't know why. Wait, that thing just beeped. Hey, it's working now.
Probably had an update.
No. Well, maybe. Anyways, let's go into the gun real quick. Telemetry, right? No, that's not it. I hate when they change this shit up. General, where the hell's the... Hey, where the hell did all the stats go? Oh, here you go. BB counter. 52,509 rounds went through this gun so far.
Wow.
Well, no, let me rephrase. In the second gate that was put into it. So this is a brand new gate Titan system. That's it. That brand new gate that's in here. So I put 52,000 rounds through it. Okay. No problem, Sin. So moving on to you, sir. What is your number one?
I know what everybody's thinking it is.
It's a GC.
No.
Can't
I know
you
what
get it
everybody
out?
thinks.
That's how much he's
I can't.
Everybody thinks it's going to be a TM high cap. Ironically,
Not a TM.
No.
Kappa?
it is the WeTech Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah, I actually
High Kappa.
figured. Yeah, I figured he was going to say that one. As soon as he said that it's not the TM high Kappa, I was like, it's the Galaxy.
It is the WeTech Galaxy, and this is the high Kappa variant, not the Glock variant. It takes high Kappa mags.
I'm actually thoroughly surprised, to be 100%.
A reason, again, for me, performance out the box and reliability. A TM high Kappa out the box is pretty good, but if it were perfect, I'd be unemployed. The WeTech Galaxy, and this is just a high Kappa variant, out the box is a beast. They took everything the AAPO1 did and went, we can do it better. So instead of having a plastic bolt or a polymer bolt with metal inserts, this is a steel bolt. The hammer steer, the return spring, steel.
You know the only thing that's going through my head right now? Anything you can do, I can do better. Ow!
Now, if you get the Glock version, if you're one of those people, and you cock it back, it's got the fun switch underneath. But even on the Glock version, it's a steel hammer spring. It's a steel sear spring. So unlike the AOPO1, where everybody had issues with going full auto, repeatedly breaking it off, it's steel. So even the Glock variation on this, again, they went AOPO1, that's a nice gun. We can do better. I have literally abused the crap out of this gun out of the box. just to see if I could break it, and it worked flawlessly. All the aftermarket upgrades I put on this are after a year of use. I decided I like this grip better because it's stipple than I have it. I decided I wanted to go flash with the blue trigger and the magwell. None of it was required. Heck, I didn't even change out the stock barrel, hop up, or any of the things I normally would replace on a standard high Capa until about 2 weeks ago, because I got some fun parts I wanted to play with it. Which also came, since I can do the shameless plug, with a bunch of stickers for the company that just started sponsoring me.
Nice.
But it's a beast. Think the AOP kits will be compatible with the Galaxy? No, because the AOP-01's body lock system it's very flimsy. So anybody who's familiar with it, you know how they have the 2 pins here and then the lock in the back. You can actually take the AOP-01 with a little bit of force and snap it right off. This is a steel bolt holding it in place. Because of the back of the receiver being steel, it's way fucking more sturdy. So the AOP-01 kits are designed with that. They're designed to within tolerances of the original frame. So they won't fit because of how the bolt locking system works. But there is a bunch of aftermarket parts for the Galaxy now that are coming out. There is the carbine kits. There's the SMG kits. There's a ton of other stuff. And the sheer fact that this went out the box, the inner barrel is actually exposed in there. This is a threaded adapter that comes with it that can be removed. It comes with the rail segment. The sights are removable. Everything on this gun can be stripped down to bare bones parts. And if you want, upgrade it. And unlike some other guns on the market, who I may have mentioned at the beginning of the stream, everything inside of that, minus the bolt group, is TM compatible.
Nice.
So that's why it's my number one pick.
That's awesome.
That might be my next pickup then. I'll have to give
the Galaxy I've held them before. I played with them before. They're kind of nice, but it was only the Glock version. I didn't actually get a chance to play with the high Capa version. So I'm eventually going to pick one of those up too. So
yeah, in much I got to thank We Tech for actually sending this to me 2 months before the U.S. launch for the high Capa version. Thanks to my persistent and annoying daily phone calls. Because I heard they were coming out with one, and I was like, I want to get my hands on it. I'm going to be teching on this. You guys have sent me other guns before they're released to have me poke and prod them. I want one of these. And originally they're like, yeah, it'll be released in like 2 months in the U.S. And I went, that's awesome. Can I get one early? And they were like, well, call back and we'll see. So the 1911 version, in my opinion, if you're going to get a 1911, just get the Elite Force 1911.
Or the G&G 1911.
The G&G 1911 is okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. The reason I say the Elite Force 1911 is because it has become the Honda Civic of airsoft pistols. Everyone makes aftermarket and repair parts for it. Everyone. Even people that don't make 1911s for some reason are making parts for it. And they are cheap, they're inexpensive, and when you break them, you just, I think they were like, I want to say they were sub $100 last time I looked.
Depending on which one you're going for.
Which is cheap. The ASG CP09 is a good gun. I managed to break one 3 games in.
If you bring the 1911 version, then you've already got it. Or if you've already got the 1911, you already have it.
If you already have the 1911, you already got it. If you want to get the Galaxy 1911, awesome. Then you have a bunch of mags. But my thing is performance, upgradability, and honestly reliability out of the box. Out of the box, I haven't had a chance to play with the G&G one yet. I don't know. But I do know is the Elite Force 1911, I have thrown against a brick wall by accident, grabbed it, and shot somebody. Because I didn't secure my holster when it was on my chest harness. I tried to slide. I stopped. It kept going. Bounced off the wall, came back at me. And it was really cool, and I wish I was recording because it looked like I meant to do it. I mean, I have dropped my 1911 out of a moving vehicle on accident, grabbed it, and it still worked. the ASG CZP09, I played, I want to say it was 2 or 3 games at high grounds before I started getting freezing issues from the mags. And the next shot I took, I heard a loud crack. Now, if you don't play hard and heavy, it may be absolutely fine. But when you give me something in my hands and tell me to test it, I'm going to play hard and heavy. I'm going to run it to the ground. And that's what all my recommendations are based on.
Yep, that's the stuff I do too, is to run it into the ground. I mean, there's some guns I played with that were absolutely fantastic, but they broke down too quick. And because of that, it's like, well, I really can't recommend this for people because it broke down too quick.
If anyone want to send me guns, you're welcome to do so.
You're not going to test them. You're just going to keep them.
Oh, no, I'll test them. I will absolutely test them.
Now, Poison, are you talking about the AZP? You got the polymer version? Yeah, that's the one I broke. And again, that's opinions vary, and I've learned this the hard way. Every gun is different. Not every gun type or manufacturer, every gun. Like, I've played with some guns that literally came out of the box the same time as the one next to it and managed to break it while my buddy's still running it a year later. It comes down to quality control at the factory, and the first generation of the ASG CZP09s had mag issues. That being said, I got to run, guys.
All right, Sid, thanks for coming on tonight. He's got to go plan and get some stuff done. He's got to be responsible and work.
See,
I got to be a good boss. That being said, if you have the opportunity to own your own business, take my advice. Stick to one.
Promise nothing.
All right, I'm out.
Later, Sin.
Peace out, buddy.
I'm just looking up something for somebody. Let's see here. No, you're not at 50 hours, James. You're at 39. What's your number one there, Buck?
We are on to mine. So it might be a little bit of a controversial one back from when the ARP9s were coming around and everybody was all loving up on these. But the EMG Jack 9.
Okay, the EMG Jack 9s. Yeah.
This is my baby. The only thing that I really have issues with is highly recommend, as per most guns, because stock motors suck, get a new motor. Mine's not bad. I'm going to have to replace it within the year just because like it warms up real quick. And in one of these times, it's just going to fucking fry. And I highly recommend getting yourself a new stock because the one that they send it out with sucks ass. They suck.
I had a Jack 9.
That stock was ass. Just
yeah.
These, I think this is an EMG one. I think this is the EMG Bravo. This one's good. Just be aware when you get it, you're going to have to work the crap out of the release for the butt plate for like a week. And then it'll be just, you won't have to use anything to open it up. But yeah, this is very good stock gun to start with. If you guys are looking for a brand new gun, you're new into airsoft, you're looking to get into it. This gun is very user-friendly. Mags are a bitch to find that are not high caps because technically ARP9 mags don't fit in it just snugly enough, but they do fit so they will feed, but whatever. So make do. If it's like the ARP9, I'm going to have to swap some things for preferred specs before it hits the fields. It is fairly similar to most ARP9s I've had the pleasure of running in the past. I don't really have any. What issues are you referring to? Because I might be able to clarify more.
Yeah, that the classic Army one, the Nemesis, was not nearly as good as the PCC9 or the ARP9 by far. They tried to make it because of how popular it was going to be, but it just was not popular enough. I mean, it really wasn't. It was one of those things of, can't you just swap the mag release with one compatible with the Classic Army X9 mags? I mean, that's the only thing from the Classic Army I like is I used the Classic Army X9 mags in the PCC9. They work great there.
The mag release for this one is actually a little bit different because it's the Jack 9. If you look here, this is the mag release. It releases like a millimeter. So pressing it is very easy, very quick release. So if you bump it, it's going to release it.
Yeah, unlike the ARP9, which has the thumb release down at the bottom.
Yeah, which preferred.
Yeah.
This will work really well. It is a very, very good platform. Very satisfying, very good in general.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Smurf. Joker, how many guns you got? A lot. I have a lot of guns. I have backups to my backups. So as you guys can see, the LMGs over here are all for the Battle Bust and the Battlebug. So we use those for those. I don't run an LMG typically out there. So before I had all my pistols stolen, I was at 56.
Wow.
I'm like a pack rat. All right. So let's talk a little bit about, as a reminder to everybody, what we're raffling off and what we do. So it's shameless plug time. If you guys have made it this far into the conversation for the stuff that we're doing here tonight, please feel free to smash that subscribe button, follow button, whatever which button is in front of you that you can check out new stuff from us.
Make sure
Also,
you like.
I was going to say, like, share, subscribe, all those fun things that are there. And if you're really feeling generous, feel free to subscribe to do one of our subscription services for us so we can get some more stuff rolling for you guys for more really cool, some more really cool giveaways. Because right now, tonight's giveaway is going to be this reflex sight from Feyachi. Now, I've been saying it all night, but I'm going to say it again, and I'm really going to emphasize this to a whole lot of people. That I know, Tubbs, I know you're subscribed. We're talking about the new people that, oh shit, did I really? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Ah. 5 taps.
Making sure whoever is on my my socials watching, please follow the link so you guys can get your chance to get in on this as well.
So everybody that's done all this, that's been here tonight, has been able to get a free ticket. But we're also selling additional raffle tickets for $5 a pop. All right. What this does, this helps us actually do our main thing with one of our main things we do, which is Battle Bus Adventures. For those of you who don't know, it's soon going to be a 501c3. We're going through the whole paperwork process right now. But show this off on this screen here. So what we do is we try to help people with limited mobility play airsoft. So that's the Battle Bus. Right now, it is located up in Pennsylvania. It has 4 shooting positions plus including the turret up top. There's going to be a 5th shooting position where we add another side shooter over here. What we try to do is this all was inspired by my son. He's got muscular dystrophy. He wants to play airsoft, but he can't really go out to these big events because of his limited mobility. This thing, on the other hand, could help him be out there, be effective, not only feel like that he's out there and playing, but also could be a deciding factor on the field. So that's what we do with Battle Bus Adventures. And we have several vehicles, although I have to go in here and fix some of this because Goldenrod is no longer with us. We sold that one off. But and the Battlebug here, this version of the Battlebug is Battlebug 1.0, the Herbie from Hell. And it's only firing on 3 cylinders. So I got to get it to my son-in-law to see if they can fix it. But essentially, the Battlebug is designed just like that. We have a second bug already, a 2013 Volkswagen Beetle that we just have to do the welding on the back plate so we can get the shooting position in, so people can have a good time. So that when people are looking at this backside, that's a seat. He's not standing. There's actually a boat seat there. It's a hell of a lot of fun to ride on the back of this on the Battlebug. So it usually runs one of the M249s. I mean, there you go. You can see the seat right there. Freaking hilarious. So you guys, if you guys are donating to us and everything else, here's how you can donate. Any one of the 3 links can actually help. If you have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all 3 of those work wonders. And The bus is actually on the start of what we're going to be doing for a lot of buses, right? We actually have a plan to build out a fleet of 4 of these so we can take them around. This bus is right now it's black. It will be painted Fortnite blue for the conventions and all that, so we can start taking this around so we can raise more funds so we could do more stuff like this. And everything that you guys do for us to support us supports the channel to bring cool stuff so we can start raffling off other great things. Probably in the next few months, like just probably maybe when I get back from Lion Claw, we'll do another 12-hour live stream where we'll raffle off some guns and everything else like that, get them out there. So again, if you guys can, feel free to donate. All of it helps us out. $5 a ticket, and you get some extra chances to win this little bad boy right here.
Long enough, we can actually do a 24-hour live stream.
No, fuck that. I've already done it.
I'll do it. I will do it.
No, it sucks. And when I say it sucks, I mean it sucks.
Sure, it sucks, but I'm willing to do it. If we can raise more money for it, I would do it for you.
Here's the problem, right? So here's the problem with like doing like 24-hour, 32 or 24-hour live streams. Between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m., it's dead.
Oh yeah,
it's dead. You're talking to yourself. You're feeling the drag. Now, I've done 2 24-hour live streams to raise money for Damien's his gene therapy medication. So I've done it before. And it's like you're really up for 36 hours because you have to get up, you have to be ready, and all those. And they can only be done like Monday to Tuesdays. When I start doing big events, I want to do a Toyota pickup and turn it into a technical to PKM or some kind of monster LMG. So I have an authentic technical for MSW. That's kind of awesome. MSW and I have a little issue when it comes to technicals. They don't like my technicals. I don't really care. I'm here to have fun with my technicals. I'm here to enjoy myself and have a blast. Unlike those guys that are like, oh, Milson. It's like, okay, cool, dude.
Sorry about it.
Won't be there. That's fine. We understand. You put your shit on your wife's chair. Horrible husband. First, you tell her she's a bad date.
Next event I show up to, don't be surprised if you're getting taken hostage by this.
I would not be surprised. It happens to me all the time. So,
but not.
Hey, look, they were wrestling me to the ground and stuff, man. Did you ever see how bad they like?
I did. You got to also remember, I was a lineman. I know how to get down.
I don't give a shit. Why won't it let me delete these videos? What the hell?
You're not going to see me coming. I'm just going to fucking tackle you.
You'll be surprised. I have this little bit. People will be calling it like the Joker ESP when I'm at fields and events and all that stuff, because they're like, you got walls or some shit, man, installed. I need a lot of stuff done before I could do that, like a license and a truck itself. It's not so much I'm not saying it's hard to take me down. It's hard to catch me unawares. When I'm at events and all that, my head is on a swivel. And the thing is, I have such good peripheral vision that if I catch any movement, I'm automatically focusing on it. And if you go into the asylum's tunnels, you may get taken prisoner. That's very true.
Coming. I'm just going to leave it at that. You're not going to see the movement. You're not.
You think, but
I promise.
You'll be surprised. Like I said, it's not impossible. It happens.
Impossible. And it's possible.
Just like people said, "Oh, you're not going to walk in here and stab me." Okay.
And this is my promise of the same caliber.
Because
I could I expect you to do things like come up and stab me. I don't mind. Not even a little bit. Just be warned.
It's great sneaking around and doing that stuff. It's freaking hilarious. Like,
I'm learning the same tactics that you have already got. So I've also got some other tactics that I love to throw around.
It's like, it really is funny that when people go through and they see this big fat ass and they go through and they go, how the hell you should not be able to do what you do? How the hell did you get behind us? How are you so stealthy? And why the hell can I not delete any of these videos so I can put new videos up? Oh shit.
Tranquilizer. Good. I don't even have a fucking response.
You only have military police background. I do not. I do not.
What's that?
Huh?
Who asked if you had military or police background? Oh, Colson. I've been trained by police and military before. I have training for it. And I've also got 14 years of martial arts experience. I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for. I'm also a firefighter.
I just got a message for somebody reminding me. And Anna, kiss my ass. Oh, man.
It sounds like we are, mostly because we've been to enough events that, like, some of that takes over as a natural instinct.
So, 3 years ago today, I was doing, 3 years ago, when I had like Movie Pass and all that, I would have people pick my movie for the day, right? What movie am I going to go see? And I'll put a list of movies up there that are available, and the rules were simple. I could not see another movie that I've already seen. And I would not see pornos. So 3 years ago on this day, Anna and them maybe rate Dora the Frickin' Explorer. AKA, never let the internet pick your movie to watch. So I always start off like my movie reviews with a warning of whether or not there's end credits, so you don't have to go searching through the entire review to see if there's end credits or not. Yes, this one's all of 5 seconds. It's 3 animated guardian creatures playing musical instruments. Normally, I would not spoil it, but not give you. But I didn't give anything to the film, and a complete waste of time to sit through the end credits. If you're like me, you just want to get the hell out of there during the opening credits alone, let alone the end credits. You can leave now. Mark's rating, 1 out of 5. This movie is not meant for me at all. I know this. The damn internet picked this film for me. And quite honestly, I hated the entire 1 hour and 42 minutes of this movie. From start to finish, I wanted out. I asked, as another friend asked to take, is this like Tomb Raider for preschoolers? The plot was easy to follow, and you know what's going to happen with every character you see on screen. You're given a false sense of security at the first 5 minutes. It's just... after the first 5 minutes, it turned out to be just Dora Diego's imagination. Nope. Effing nope. It's like, is it like the cartoon character now in the real? It is like that cartoon character is now out in the real world. She does everything in the damn cartoon. Severely naive. Talks to the audience. Can you say breaking the fourth wall? Other characters even do a what WTF and look around when she does it. The damn backpack and map talk. So does the damn fox. Ugh, so bad, like horrible. I hate everyone who made me watch this film. The dance scene, horrific. Time to move on. Quality rating, 4 out of 5. For a young child, this movie will hit all the notes perfectly. It's an extremely positive film and easy for a 5-year-old to follow the movie. That being said, if you're an adult, you see all the twists a mile away. Boots and Swiper would give kids something to laugh at and enjoy. However, a warning to your parents out there, if you hated Dora before seeing this film, it will torture you now. She does everything in the damn cartoon in the movie. Everything. Popcorn rating, kids, 5 out of 5. Adults, 1 out of 5. Kids will love it, think it's great. Parents will want to escape the theater or pregame by drinking 1/5 of vodka. Mommy and Daddy, why do you sound so funny and giggling so much? Because I'm watching Dora the Explorer, bitch. You need to be drunk or high to enjoy this movie as an adult. Damn, why didn't I think before? Hell, the movie was free. I could have Ubered to the theater. Final thoughts. In case you haven't noticed, I did not like the movie, mostly because I was bored out of my ass. For a movie, I rolled my eyes so hard I sprayed my left retina. Yes, it's possible. Ugh, this would seriously make me consider not letting people pick my next movie to watch. At least with 50 Shades of Freed, there was something to watch. This was so damn painful. If you're a parent, don't take your kids to see it. Wait for it to come out on Netflix. Well, I suspect will be in a month. It's not worth the pain to watch this in the theater. Also, Alexander, Philip, Lloyd Kaczynka, and Anna Mailer, you all suck and you should be put in Facebook jail for a month. Your future votes will be invalidated to extremely poor taste.
That was a mouthful for you, bud.
Oh, no, my reviews are usually like that. Like if I go see a movie and the internet picks it, I put it all down there. But oh my God, did I hate that fucking movie. I hated that movie so hard. And I was forced to sit through it. Here, I'll even share it to my Facebook page. Hold on, I got a tag her in it. Posted. Like it was like up to that point, the movie that had like my worst ratings and I hated the most was 50 Shades Freed, which the internet also picked for me. Now, I wish I could find that review because I just eviscerated that film. Not only did I eviscerate it, there was other people in the theater in front of me. They were like rows down, and there was three of them sitting there. So I live chatted the movie. Like, hey, look, tits. Hey, look, tits again. Hey, look, tits. Now, you would think, oh, maybe this is 10, 15, 20 minutes apart. No. Every 30 to 45 seconds, you would see the main character's breast on screen. And it's not like they're really a spectacular pair of breasts. They were nice and all, but they weren't spectacular, right? So it's like, instead of whoever the actress was that played that character, they weren't the main character. Her tits were. And I'm not even kidding. Like, over and over again, the only thing that saved that movie was the fact that you got to see gratuitous TNA throughout the entire film. And it was... I
thought you said porn was off the table.
Well, it wasn't even porn because you didn't even get that far, right? The only thing you saw was tits and ass. That's it. You know, it was like, God, I gotta see if I can find it.
Softcore
porn. I really got to see if I can find it because, God, it would be great if I could just search. It would be great if I could search the memories, but you can't, and that sucks. That means I have to go. Let me see if I can search my own page. Any search your page? God, they take away. There's so many features that you just lose in Facebook, man. On your timeline and all that. Let's see. Can I find it? What years ago was 2020? Let's see here. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to search through. But it was. I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. I should probably take it up again. I just don't have time. That's the other big factor.
It's like that, honestly.
Wait, that wasn't 3 years ago, was it? When the hell was Dora the Explorer? 2019. I guess that was 3 years ago. All right, go back to here. Go back to my page. Let's go. Manage my post. Filters. Go to year 2019. Posted by me.
Just over here bouncing with the chat.
Let's see what we got here. I need to open up the thing. So, is anybody talking in chat? Joe, could you feel about the ASG AUG 1? Haven't used it. Haven't used it. I banged a female army reservist once. Oh.
Does that mean that you've gained all of her skills and knowledge just by having sex? Yeah, you're definitely getting demonetized for this one.
I think I've already been demonetized.
Yeah. Question is if we've hit red yet.
All right. Let's have another unlimited plan for movies. All right, it's got to be down here somewhere. I'm gonna find it, guys, because you guys see this. You guys are probably, if you guys hear this, you're probably gonna laugh your ass off.
Let's give a few more minutes, just for any latecomers to for this raffle.
Here we go, guys. If you want to get extra raffle tickets to this, let's go ahead and put send $5 to. Oh, let me just put the. Oh, it's still there.
So the stream hits 2 hours and 20. We'll give it till then. Get a couple more minutes.
I'm gonna see if I can try to find this 50 Shades.
You have two.
Hey, it really sucks that you can't search your own timelines.
Be nice.
I know, right?
I mean, things just usually end up coming back around for you to repost anyway. Hey, Joker, what would you say if someone built a Nomad kit? I was told I looked like Nomad from Ghost Recon, so I'm thinking about building a Nomad kit.
Go for it. I'm never going to tell you no. If it makes you happy,
do it. Star 25. I have, actually, weirdly enough. I ran it for a few games because one of my guns broke and a friend of mine lent me his. It's an alright gun. I can't say I was super impressed by it. Personally, for me, G&G feels kind of like it feels like what should be just like a industry standard for like baseline guns. Like they're not overly complicated. They're not really easy to mess around, or they're not super hard to mess around with. They're not easy to break. I mean, I can't say I was like overly pleased. Like it wasn't shooting insane, but it was shooting pretty well.
Oh, it's in 2019. No wonder why.
I have a V3 Fusion I would love to drop in a Pwn. All right. Why? Just sent the review to you, Joker, from Smurf.
Oh, yeah, found it. Thanks, Smurf. If only we had sort of like a live stream secretary that could find you. How the hell did you find that? Anyways, I'm going to try to give reviews within seeing a movie within 2 days of watching them. 50 Shades Freed, 2 through 5 stars. This movie is almost like the softcore porn movies at Cinemax and Showtime they used to show you back in the 90s. The story was just an excuse so that to get you the next time you would see Anna topless or a cliched sex scene. Well, I did not see the first two films, so I do not understand a lot of the backstory. It would have been nice to have some sort of character development during this movie. Most good trilogies have further character development to catch up someone who might not have seen the other films. This one seemed to jump in mid-story and was pretty easy to pick out which one of the antagonists really quick. The tension really did not feel like tension. There was really no explanation of why things were happening. Flashbacks would have helped in some key scenes to build tension and it makes sense why this played out. In the end, Anna's breasts are actually the thing that the most remembered about this film. Mostly because you see them a lot. It was kind of surprising the way it was written by a woman. I found myself wincing almost every scene in film. I was forced to watch this by the internet, and it was expected. I would not recommend this film, not even with a movie pass. Hey, Smurf, can you find probably the post 2 days? Wait, when is that? February 2018? Okay, I'm going to find it. Because I guarantee you right now, there's the live chat's in there. February. There we go.
You want to do this raffle before you go looking for it, or you want to look for it?
No, I'm doing it. It's at the same time. It's searching it for right now. I mean, I'm only searching February. Oh yeah, that was a bad month too.
Why?
February 14th, 2018.
Oh.
There's an active shooter at Stoneman Douglas.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Oh, we don't forget it happens every year, but I forgot it was 2018.
I just forget the years that things happen. Dates usually just become a blur for me, aside from like.
I think I found the post.
Birthdays.
Yep. Ugh, I'm living up the promise of watching 50 Shades Freed tonight. Ugh. 20 into this garbage movie, no popcorn fight yet. Oh, so to give context and everything else as well for people that are here, there was 3 people. Like when we had the movie pass, that was the funnest part of the entire thing, is that you can go through and see as many movies you want, right? So there's a theater that's called the Westlake Theater. It's in West Broward. I go there because it's got stadium seating, it's got leather reclining seats, and you don't have to worry about it. Well, unfortunately, 3 other douchebag moviegoers decided that they had their movie pass and they were going to be doing the same thing. They talked a lot. I found out all about Trevor and Nicole's nasty things, shit that they were doing, and all this other crap. So I've seen them get in fights. Like one guy literally punched a dude in the nose, broke his nose because of the crap they did it. So let's see here. Somebody says lose a bet, and I said stupid. I stupidly said, "Hey, internet, you pick my next movie to watch." Even more stupid, I'm going to go do it today. Things I've learned: 1, all of your friends jumped off a bridge. Yeah. 2, don't tell Tony Galluti you're doing this. I already have a picture of myself jumping off of a bridge. I do. All right. These comments are going to come like 2 or 3 minutes apart. Was this book really written by a woman? The acting is horrible. My Facebook friends, why'd you do this to me? Response: why'd you let them do this to you? I have some good friends. I'll take your advice no matter how good a laugh they might get from it. I did not know this movie out, or I would have done it. So they took it as a challenge. Yes. Bodie McBoatface. Steven, because there was like some of the things that people were voting on. All right. Oh, look, another top listing designed to distract from the horrible movie. Is this supposed to be suspenseful? This movie focuses more on the breast of the main character instead of actual character work. About 5 minutes between breast scenes. Another badly conceived sex scene 4 minutes later. And breast again 3 minutes later. Breast again 4 minutes later.
Hey, Bernard.
Breast and sex again 6 minutes later. Oh, I'm so glad it's over. 1.5 hours of my life I will not get back.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, that movie was so horrible. So horrible. The fact that there was 3 made. If the first 2 were anything like this one, it should have been it. It should have been done, right? But this was number 3, and it was hot garbage.
Quite the oof.
So now when I let people pick my movie, I make sure there's nothing in the theater that I want to see. Or that's nothing that bad I don't want to see, you know? All right. Hey, Brainerd. Here's the Reflex Sight that's up for raffle right now, sir.
Let's give these people what they came for.
Hold on. Tyler's comment. Well, there goes our chance at a raffle. Where's the list? Shut up, Mr. Waffles. All right. There we go. Brainerd. He only gets 1 right now. Oh. All right.
If y'all ever use the EMG Falcor, I cannot say that I have.
No, I haven't played with that one yet either. Poor now, it's y'all's lucky day. All right, we're gonna give it about another
Just
5 or 6
drop.
minutes, and then we'll do the raffle here. And we're gonna end it like about 30 minutes early, because I need to talk to the wife about what the game plan is for tomorrow for the boy in his chair.
Yikes.
Don't do it, Falcon. Don't do it. Or don't do it, Poison. Don't do it. The hell?
I mean, it's only like 1 versus currently 10 other people, so I think it'll be fine. You got a chance.
Yep, you definitely got a chance. Let's see here.
Even I've got a chance. Not really. I'm helping most. Don't put me in. I'm here to support. I never won. Don't say that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god. It's been a day, man. Oh shit.
Tired?
A little bit. All right, so back to movies. I saw 2 really good movies one really good movie and one really what the fuck did I watch movie. So I saw Fat Man, which is on Peacock, and it is Mel Gibson as Santa Claus, and it was edgy as hell. I actually enjoyed the hell out of the movie. I thought it was funny as hell. So I enjoyed it because it was just, you go in there with like no expectations. And it also has one of my other favorite characters. God, he played Boyd in Justified. Fuck, why can't I think of his name right now?
Echo1 P90 and H&K P90. I need to mod a bit. I'd love to go dual wield world boss with them for one of these events in the future. I mean, I think dual wield's a bit unnecessary for most guns in general. But I mean, if that's the way you want to go, man, go for it.
Walter Goggins was his name. I loved that film. It was great. Then I watched The Northman.
Ooh, good film. Wait, are we thinking of the same one?
The one with Skarsgård in it?
Hang on.
It like just came out.
Oh, no, I'm talking about one that came out a few years ago. Yeah, no, not the same one I'm thinking of.
Oh my, because I was about to say, what the hell do you like to watch, Buck? Because that movie, it is 16 minutes of what the hell am I watching, followed by another hour or 20 minutes or so of, okay, what the hell? Okay, weird flex. Okay. Throughout the entire run of the movie. About the only good thing about the movie for the ladies is that Skarsgård fights fully nude. Sword fight fully nude.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, what the hell am I watching? And that's like, because I started it, I was going to finish it. It's very rare that I actually like stop watching a movie. I'm the guy who shows up in legendary power armor with 2 P90s would fit very well. All right.
Do what makes you happy, man.
If it makes you happy.
I'm just waiting for 1 year to get someone that runs 2 M249s and just gets heat struck.
You talking about Brainerd?
I said M249s, not P90s.
No, you're talking about Brainerd.
Have you done that, Brainerd?
Brainerd is like a freaking Mack truck. I've seen Spectral Tubs. Saw it when it first came out. That's another one that's, at least it has some sort of a storyline that's easy to coherently follow and all that. Not Northman. Oh, and you get to see Nicole. The only other, the saving grace for men is that you got to see Nicole Kidman's ass again. Yeah, a freaking Brainerd, man. His profile picture is him holding M249s. The dude is like 6'4" and is built like a freaking brick house. How to just get me 100,000.32 BBs? No, that's no. All right, I'll be real slow though. All right, here we go. Anybody else looking to? Oh yeah, I gotta put Paul on here. Paul. Yeah, I got everybody. And we don't have the drum roll. Drum roll, please.
Congratulations. Says here, take my money. Wins.
Oh, no, everybody got one except for Spurs. She's the only one that donated into it, but oh god. Oh god, that's freaking classic. Oh god, that's classic. Oh man. That is too funny. Oh, I'll just put it in a box to bring with me, Brainerd. Oh god, dude, that was hilarious. That made my night. Fuck, Brainerd's here. He's gonna win. No, he's not. Beg to differ.
GG Brainerd.
GG Brainerd. Good job, my friend. You have won the reflex sight. Ow, my face hurts. Oh,
You could?
huh?
You good?
That's freaking hilarious. I was like, oh yeah, I have to add Brainerd in there.
Play that mod. It's 50.
Watch hands, watch hands, watch hands.
Flexilis ASG M40A3 to shoot 535 FPS with upgraded spring, hop-up unit bucking, and inner barrel. Good for you. You want a cookie?
Frickin' Paul. All right, guys. With that being said, I got to go talk to the wife before she turns into a pumpkin and goes to sleep about the boy for tomorrow and all that and the rest of the week. So we're going to end the stream a little bit earlier tonight. We'll put the top five up, our top five up on this thread here in a little bit. So I want to thank you guys for coming on. I'm sorry. So good, y'all. With that being said, I'm Joker for Players Wanted. That's Buck. Until next time. Tuesday we'll be streaming, or Thursday we'll be streaming at 8 o'clock, talking about all the stuff that's going to be happening up at Geigerlands and the Big House Maelstrom events at 8 p.m. like our normal time. So we're talking about a lot of cool stuff there. You know, getting ready for the event. It's a week before the event because next week we may or may not be able to stream. So we'll figure it out. But anyways, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. That's Buck. And until next time, may your opponents always, may your BBs fly.